Hello besties, welcome back to my channel. In today's recipe I'm going to be sharing with you how I prepared this delicious party jollof rice. This jollof rice is a top notch. This is a dish you would want to prepare at all times. It tastes so good and very easy to prepare when you follow the steps. Join me as I go ahead to show you how to prepare this delicious party jollof rice. Here is all the tomatoes and some bell peppers, garlic I will use. So I will grate it, then blend it together, and it comes out this way. So bestie, let's go ahead. In this pot I'm going to be frying in some onions, okay, already chopped onions, and some garlic as well. Please don't overheat the oil when doing this. So I'll go ahead and stir it in. So I'll just keep stirring in the onions. Then the next thing I will do is to add in some curry. So what I'm doing first is to build up the ingredients and to make sure the sauce for the jollof rice tastes so good and amazing. So I just added some Italian seasoning and some green seasoning as well. So this green seasoning is always a top notch. If you can have one for yourself or prepare some for yourself, that will be awesome. Green seasoning helps to enhance the taste of your food and it gives it a different flavor entirely. So I will just leave it there to continue cooking. Now I'm adding in some fresh pepper. The reason I'm adding this quantity of fresh pepper is because already in the green seasoning I have some fresh pepper already added there, so I don't want to make it so much. So now I added some tomato paste. Okay, I used the Derica. Okay, Derica, you can use any other type. All right, so use the one that you have. Even if you don't have the Derica, you can always use maybe paprika or the tomato paste you can find in any of your supermarkets. So I went ahead to mix it properly and then I will leave it there to continue cooking. So the next step is for me to add in the bay leaf. So adding bay leaf is another game changer to jollof rice. Okay, yes, but if you don't have bay leaf, that is also okay, because sometimes I do cook my jollof rice even without adding bay leaf, but if you have bay leaf it's also good. So I went ahead to stir it in and then leave it again to continue cooking or frying rather. So now that you see, I keep on stirring it in, because if you don't do that, the tomato is going to get burnt. Okay, the tomato paste will get burnt, so it is much more better when you reduce the heat and then keep on stirring. So what I'm doing to the tomato paste, I just want the sour taste to just clear off, and so that it will have that good and tasty tomato, that whenever you eat it you will not feel that sour taste. Now it is time for me to add in the tomato and the bell peppers, tatashi, that I already grated and blended in the air fryer. Sorry. So the reason why I grate it in the air fryer is because it helps to reduce the amounts of time of cooking. Okay, so it helps to dry off the excess liquid in the tomatoes and in the bell peppers. So that was the reason why the essence of um, grilling it, okay, or roasting it in the oven. And there's another way as well you can also do this. You can go ahead and put your tomatoes, the onions, and then the tatashi, which is the bell pepper, and atarodo in the pot. You boil it, the boiling process. Then after boiling it, then you go ahead and drain off the excess water and blend it in. So that way you have achieved the tomato free from too much or excess liquid. So now, after adding in the tomatoes and all that, I have stirred in, cover, and it cooked for a while. So it is time for me to add in all the dry ingredients. So I just added the chicken cubes and some salt to taste, then stir it in properly. So I will just keep on doing this until it is ready. So I'm just quickly going to test in for salt. If the salt is okay, then I needed to add in some more salt together with blended onions, okay, powdered onions. So when you make this stew base, it is always easy for the jollof rice to cook so fast and quick. Okay, yes. So now I'm washing in the rice. The rice is already washed though, and then I set it aside until the stew base is ready. So now I just added it in. Okay, make sure you wash the rice with hot water. Then after a couple of washing and you see the water is cleared, for you to set it aside to wait for the stew base, you just have to put some water into the rice just to stop the cooking process, because you have already used hot water to wash the rice. So the next thing you just have to do, use cold water to cool it off, because it will be sitting down by the side waiting for your tomato base, okay, your stewed base, to get ready for the preparation of the jollof rice. So now I have stirred in the whole thing together. I've mixed in the rice together with the stew base, and now I cover to allow it to heat up. Okay, this process helps the rice to absorb well into the stew, okay, the sauce I made, then, and it will give it a good flavor, and also it will also help the rice to be more fluffy as well. So as you can see what I'm doing, I will just keep on doing this, then adding some water when it is ready. Okay, you can warm up your water in the microwave, then add it into the rice. Okay, then mix and mix properly so that the whole ingredients will be well combined. So at this point of mixing it, you can as well go ahead and taste for salt. If the salt is not sufficient to your taste, you can add in more salt. Okay, yes, so that is what you have to do at this time, because this is when you can be able to adjust the ingredients. Okay, so I added some little water. Jollof rice doesn't need much water to cook. You just have to make sure the rice and the water is of the same level. So these onions I added is just for garnishing sake. Okay, you might not want to do it, but I just decided to just add in little because it's something left by the side. Instead of it to be a waste, I added it into the rice. So now the next step is just to use the parchment paper. You can as well use foil paper to seal up the moisture, okay, the heat from coming out of the pot. So this will help the rice to cook and absorb the heat very well, and that will help it to cook properly. Okay, so what I am doing now is I'm trying to make sure that the wet part, okay, and the top is well mixed, okay, so that the one below will be able to settle on top so that it will cook evenly. So now I will go ahead to check the rice, how far it is cooking. So I'll go ahead to fluff the rice, fluff it, and then see how it is. So when you check and you think the rice is not soft enough to your taste, you can just add in some few drops of water if you want. But if it is okay by you, then just proceed in cooking the rice to the finish. Now I'm adding in some carrots, some butter, and just to give it that beautiful color, and the butter will help the jollof rice to shine. It will give it that shining looks. And then yes, so I'm trying to make sure that the carrots stays in properly so that it will heat up and cook just a little. I just want it to be that crunchy, not so hard or too soft. So I will cover and leave it to cook for just about 2-3 minutes, and that is it. So please, at this point, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please kindly hit the notification button and click subscribe so that you will be the first and the number one person when you click that notification button to receive or to see my videos whenever I post my videos. Okay, yes, so now the next thing is to check on the rice. The rice is ready actually, so I just have to fluff it and add in some green bell pepper. Okay, this will help to garnish that food. And now I added some zucchini as well. Okay, I love zucchini in my jollof rice. It tastes so good and it gives it that beautiful color. Yes, so this is just for garnishing sake. So the rice is ready. Our party jollof rice is ready. Our party jollof rice is ready. It is so good, yummy, and delicious, and I promise you this is a top-notch jollof rice. You can imagine how it tastes and how it's the aroma in this kitchen. Okay, how everywhere is oozing. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just taking out the bay leaf, all right, that we use to prepare the jollof rice. This jollof rice is amazing. It is so delicious and yummy, I must tell you. So yes, so I'm just making sure everything is well mixed and well incorporated. Okay, yes, so this jollof rice, you can serve it with dodo, that is plantain. You can serve it with coleslaw. Okay, this jollof rice, when you make it for your family, your visitors, or your friends, man, they will so much love it and they will come for more. They will keep on asking for more. The visitors we had keep on asking for more of the jollof rice. Even they have to take some takeaway. Yes, I must tell you. So I paired it with this chicken and some salad, and this was so amazing. Can you see how the jollof rice is looking? It is looking so attracting. Not just attracting, it is so flavorful, very delicious and very tantalizing. You need to try this out. I must tell you, you need to try it and see how it tastes for yourself. Man, are you ready to enjoy this jollof rice with me? Please bring your spoon and your chair very closer to me so that you can enjoy this yummy jollof rice. So this is awesome. Thank you so much, my beautiful besties, for watching my channel, for your love and your support. Thank you. I am so grateful. Please do not forget to like, subscribe and share to your loved ones and your family until I bring another one your way. Bye.